Welcome back to my channel, All Old Rare Coins. If you love discovering hidden treasures, you're in the right place. Today, we're revealing some coins that could be worth way more than you think. Stick around to find out. New here? Like, subscribe, and let's dive in. We're going to explore one of the most fascinating coins in American numismatic history, the U.S. Liberty half-dollar coin from 1776 to 1976, also known as the Bicentennial half-dollar. This particular coin is a true gem for collectors, and its value may surprise you. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or a newcomer to the hobby, you're in for a treat as we dive into the rich history, unique design, and incredible worth of this iconic coin. So sit back, relax, and let's uncover the secrets of the U.S. Liberty half-dollar. The year 1776 holds a special place in American history as the year the United States declared its independence. To commemorate the nation's bicentennial in 1976, the U.S. Mint issued a special series of coins, including the Liberty half-dollar. This coin was meant to honor both the 200th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence and the country's long-standing legacy of freedom and liberty. As you can imagine, such a coin carries with it a great deal of historical significance. The 1776 to 1976 Liberty half-dollar is unique in that it was not just a regular circulation coin but also a collector's item from the very beginning. This makes it a prime example of a coin that holds both numismatic and historical value. The coin was issued to celebrate the U.S. Bicentennial, and it features a distinctive reverse design, which is different from the traditional Liberty half-dollar. On the obverse of the coin, you'll find a depiction of the Liberty Bell, one of the most famous symbols of American independence, along with the date 1776 to 1976. The reverse side features the image of the colonial Minuteman, a nod to the brave citizens who took up arms to defend the early American colonies. This image was chosen to represent the spirit of independence and the courage that shaped the birth of the nation. The design, created by artist Jack L. Ahr, was meant to evoke patriotism and pride in American heritage. What's especially fascinating about the 1776 to 1976 Liberty half-dollar is its composition. Unlike previous half-dollars, which were made of 90% silver, the 1976 bicentennial coin was struck in a copper-nickel-clad composition. This decision was made to reduce the cost of minting the coins while still honoring the historical significance of the occasion. Although it wasn't made of solid silver, the 1776 to 1976 Liberty half-dollar is still highly prized by collectors, particularly in excellent condition or with unique features. One of the things that make the 1776 to 1976 Liberty half-dollar coin so special is its limited availability in pristine condition. While many of these coins were circulated in regular transactions, there are some that have survived in almost perfect, uncirculated form. Coins that have been carefully stored and protected, free from wear and scratches, are especially valuable. The condition of a coin is one of the most significant factors in determining its worth, so if you happen to have one of these coins that's been kept in pristine condition, you could be holding on to something incredibly valuable. Another factor that adds to the coin's value is the presence of mint errors. Occasionally, coins from any given year might have slight variations or imperfections from the minting process. These mint errors can range from double strikes, misprints, or off-center coins. These unusual characteristics are highly sought after by collectors, as they make each coin a unique piece of history. If you happen to come across a 1776 to 1976 Liberty half-dollar with a mint error, it could be worth significantly more than the typical uncirculated versions. Now, let's talk about the value. While the 1776 to 1976 Liberty half-dollar was originally issued as a regular coin with a face value of 50 cents, its true worth lies in its rarity, condition, and historical significance. Coins in average condition may not be worth much more than their face value, but when it comes to coins that are uncirculated or feature rare minting errors, the value increases dramatically. Depending on the rarity and demand, these coins have sold for thousands of dollars at auction. So, how much is a 1776 to 1976 Liberty half-dollar worth today? If you happen to have one in mint condition, especially one with a rare minting error or a special characteristic, your coin could fetch an impressive price. For an uncirculated version, you're looking at anywhere from a few $100s to several thousand. But the big surprise comes when we look at the most valuable examples. In some cases, a 1776 to 1976 Liberty half-dollar can be worth up to $85,000. That's right, $85,000 for a single coin, depending on its condition and rarity. Such coins are incredibly rare and are often sold at high-end auctions or to serious collectors willing to pay top dollar for a piece of American history. So, if you've been holding on to a 1776 to 1976 Liberty half-dollar or come across one in your collection, it might be time to take a closer look. Be sure to inspect it for any mint errors, wear, or unique features that could make it even more valuable. If you're lucky enough to have one of these coins in excellent condition, you could be sitting on a small fortune. Second rare coin, we're going to explore a fascinating and often overlooked coin in the U.S. mint's history, the U.S. Liberty half-dollar coin from 1998, minted in Philadelphia with the P mint mark. This coin may not have the age or historical weight of some of the more famous coins, but it certainly has its own unique story, and its value might just surprise you. Stick around until the end to find out exactly how much a 1998 P Liberty half-dollar could be worth today. Let's start with a bit of background on the Liberty half-dollar itself. The Liberty half-dollar is a series of coins that were first introduced in the late 19th century and have gone through various design changes over the years. By the time we get to 1998, the coin was part of a broader tradition of U.S. half-dollars, but this specific year marks the last of the Liberty half-dollar coins in circulation. After 1998, the U.S. Mint discontinued the regular production of half-dollar coins for circulation, making the 1998 version a significant milestone in the coin's history. Unlike earlier half-dollars, which were made with 90% silver, the 1998 Liberty half-dollar was produced using a copper-nickel-clad composition. This was part of the Mint's effort to cut costs and adjust to modern coin production standards. Though not as precious as its silver predecessors, the 1998 coin still carries an appeal, especially for collectors who are drawn to the unique history and changes in U.S. coinage. Now, let's take a closer look at the design of the 1998 Liberty half-dollar. On the obverse side, the coin features the classic portrait of Liberty, originally designed by famed artist Adolph A. Weinman in 1916. This striking image of Liberty, wearing a winged cap, represents freedom and strength. Surrounding her are the words, "Liberty" and "In God We Trust," alongside the date of minting, 1998. The design evokes the timeless qualities of American ideals, which is part of what makes this coin so special. On the reverse side of the coin, you'll find the familiar image of the eagle, which has been a symbol of the United States for centuries. The eagle, in all its majestic detail, holds an olive branch and arrows, symbolizing peace and strength. The reverse also features the words, "United States of America, half-dollar," and the P mint mark, signifying that this particular coin was minted at the Philadelphia Mint. The 1998 P Liberty half-dollar, while produced in large numbers, is starting to gain attention among collectors due to its limited release. While the coin was issued for circulation, it wasn't in widespread use for very long, making it less common in today's world. Most of these coins were spent or stored away, but relatively few have survived in excellent, uncirculated condition. This is where the real value lies. Finding a 1998 P Liberty half-dollar in pristine, uncirculated condition is incredibly rare, and collectors will pay a premium for it. When it comes to coin collecting, condition is everything. A coin that has been well preserved, free from wear and tear, can fetch a much higher price than one that's been through years of circulation. The 1998 P Liberty half-dollar is no different. If you happen to come across one in mint condition, without any scratches, dents, or discoloration, it could be worth far more than its face value of 50 cents, but the value doesn't stop there. As with any coin, certain factors can increase a coin's value significantly, including mint errors or other unique characteristics. For example, a 1998 P Liberty half-dollar that has been misstruck or has a rare minting error, such as a double strike, off-center design, or misaligned dies, can be worth a lot more than a standard coin. Error coins are highly sought after by collectors because they are one of a kind, making them a prized possession for those in the know. You might be wondering how much these 1998 p Liberty half-dollar coins are actually worth. In general, a typical 1998 p Liberty half-dollar in average circulated condition won't fetch much more than its face value. However, when you start looking at coins that are in uncirculated condition, or those that have rare minting errors, the price can start to climb. A well-preserved 1998 p Liberty half-dollar can command several $100s at auction, especially if it's in near-perfect condition. But for those rare, mint-condition examples, or those with an error or unique feature, the value can soar. In fact, there have been cases where a 1998 p Liberty half-dollar has been sold for as much as $50,000. Yes, you heard that right, $50,000 for a single coin. This is the kind of value that could make any coin collector's heart race. So, if you happen to have a 1998 p Liberty half-dollar in your collection or come across one in your coin hunting adventures, be sure to take a good look at its condition. If it's been well preserved and free from wear, you might just be holding onto a valuable treasure. And if you happen to find one with an error, you could be in for a windfall. Third expensive coin, we're diving into the world of one of the most intriguing and valuable coins of the 20th century, the U.S. Liberty half-dollar coin from 1972, minted with the D mint mark in Denver. While it might seem like just another half-dollar at first glance, this coin holds a fascinating story, and its potential value might just blow your mind. Stick with me as we explore the history, design, and, most importantly, the surprising worth of the 1972 D Liberty half-dollar. The Liberty half-dollar series is a well-loved part of American numismatic history. First introduced in the early 20th century, the series has gone through many changes in design over the years, but the 1972 version has its own special place in this story. The U.S. Mint minted these coins during an era of transition, where half-dollars were still in circulation, but their use was steadily declining. In fact, by the time the 1972 coin was struck, many Americans were shifting away from using large denominations like the half-dollar in everyday transactions. This made the 1972 D Liberty half-dollar even more interesting to collectors today, as it represents a time when these coins were being phased out of everyday circulation. Let's talk about the design of the 1972 D Liberty half-dollar. On the obverse, we see the classic image of liberty, as designed by artist Adolph A. Weinman in 1916. Liberty's profile, with her winged cap, represents the ideals of freedom and democracy that the U.S. holds dear. Surrounding her, we find the words, "Liberty, in God we trust," and the date, 1972. This design has become iconic over the years, representing strength and independence, and it's a major reason why these coins are so desirable to collectors. On the reverse side, the 1972 D Liberty half-dollar features the powerful image of the bald eagle, which has long been a symbol of the United States. The eagle is depicted with an olive branch in one claw and arrows in the other, symbolizing peace and strength. The eagle's wings are spread, signifying freedom, and beneath it, we find the words, United States of America, and half-dollar, along with the D mint mark indicating that this particular coin was struck in Denver. Now, let's get to the part you've been waiting for, the value of the 1972 D Liberty half-dollar. While these coins were produced in large quantities, they were meant for general circulation. Many of them were used in daily transactions and have suffered wear and tear over the years. This means that the value of a typical 1972 D coin in average condition isn't much higher than its face value of 50 cents. However, this is where things get interesting. What makes the 1972 D Liberty half-dollar particularly valuable is the condition of the coin. Coins that have been preserved in pristine, uncirculated condition are the ones that really catch the eyes of collectors. The 1972 D Liberty half-dollar is no exception. If you happen to have one that is in excellent condition, without scratches, marks, or signs of heavy circulation, you might be sitting on something very special. Uncirculated coins have far more value than those that show signs of wear, and this is a key factor when it comes to determining their worth. but there's more. In addition to well-preserved, uncirculated coins, there is another aspect that can really boost the value of a 1972 D Liberty half-dollar: mint errors. Mint errors are variations or mistakes that occur during the coin production process, and they're highly sought after by collectors because they make a coin unique. Errors can range from things like double strikes, misprints, or off-center strikes. If you happen to find a 1972 D Liberty half-dollar with a minting error, it could be worth much more than a regular, uncirculated coin. Now, let's talk about how much a 1972 D Liberty half-dollar could potentially be worth. A coin in average condition won't fetch much, but for those of you who have a coin that's been kept in great condition, or even better, one with a minting error, the value can soar. Coins in mint or uncirculated condition have been known to sell for several $1,000s at auction, and this is where the real excitement begins. In fact, the most valuable examples of the 1972 D Liberty half-dollar have been sold for up to $66,000. Yes, you read that right, $66,000 for a single coin. This is not just a rare find, it's a truly extraordinary discovery for any serious collector. With the right condition or an error on the coin, the price tag can go through the roof, making it one of the most valuable half-dollars ever produced in the 20th century. So, if you've been collecting coins for a while or just stumbled upon a 1972 D Liberty half-dollar in your change, now is the time to take a closer look. If your coin is in exceptional condition, or if you think it might have a minting error, it could be worth much more than you ever imagined. Make sure to check for any signs of damage or wear, and if you suspect your coin might be a rare one, consider getting it professionally graded by a reputable numismatic service to get an accurate assessment of its value. Now, we're diving into a coin that has become a true treasure in the numismatic world, the U.S. Liberty half-dollar coin from 1973. This coin, while not as old as some of the classics, holds a special place in the hearts of collectors due to its historical significance and potential value. Stick around, because you won't believe how much this coin could be worth today. Let's start with a little bit of history. By 1973, the U.S. Mint had already been producing half-dollar coins for more than 50 years, but the world of currency was changing rapidly. The 1973 Liberty half-dollar was minted during a time when coins like this were still being used in everyday transactions, but the popularity of the half-dollar was beginning to decline. In fact, this was the last decade when half-dollars were commonly used, before the rise of the dollar bill and later, the dollar coin. So, while this coin might not have the centuries-old history of other famous coins, it still represents a critical period in U.S. coinage. The 1973 Liberty half-dollar features the iconic design that has become synonymous with American numismatics. On the obverse side, you'll find the profile of Liberty herself, designed by Adolph A. Weinman in 1916. Liberty is shown wearing a winged cap, symbolizing freedom and the pursuit of progress. Surrounding her are the words, "Liberty, in God we trust," and the date, 1973. The obverse design has been cherished by collectors for decades, making the Liberty half-dollar one of the most beloved coins in the U.S. Mint's history. On the reverse side of the coin, we have the image of the bald eagle, an enduring symbol of strength and freedom. The eagle is perched with an olive branch in one claw and arrows in the other, signifying both peace and readiness for defense. Below the eagle, you'll find the words "United States of America" and "half-dollar," along with the mint mark that indicates where the coin was struck. For the 1973 coin, the mint mark will either be a D for Denver or S for San Francisco, depending on where the coin was minted. The reverse design, with its bold and powerful eagle, completes this stunning coin and reinforces its connection to American ideals. Now, what makes the 1973 Liberty half-dollar so special in today's market? While this coin wasn't particularly rare when it was first minted, its value has grown over time due to a combination of factors. First and foremost, the condition of the coin plays a huge role in determining its value. As with any coin, the better its condition, the more it's worth. Coins that have been kept in uncirculated, pristine condition are much rarer than those that have been spent or heavily circulated. If you're lucky enough to have a 1973 Liberty half-dollar that has been carefully preserved and is free from wear, scratches, or other damage, you could be holding on to something truly valuable, but that's not all. Another aspect that can greatly increase the value of a 1973 Liberty half-dollar is the presence of mint errors. Mint errors are variations or mistakes that happen during the coin production process, and they are incredibly sought after by collectors. These errors could include things like double strikes, misaligned dies, or even coins that were struck on the wrong type of metal. If you happen to come across a 1973 Liberty half-dollar with a mint error, it could fetch a much higher price than a typical, uncirculated coin. So, how much can you expect a 1973 Liberty half-dollar to be worth today? While most of these coins were produced in large numbers and are fairly common in average condition, some of the well-preserved and error-struck examples have been known to fetch significant amounts at auction. A typical 1973 Liberty half-dollar in good condition might be worth around a few dollars, but the real value comes from those rare, uncirculated examples or error coins. And this is where things get exciting. If you have a 1973 Liberty half-dollar in pristine condition, or even better, one with a rare minting error, it could be worth thousands of dollars. But the truly remarkable examples can reach a price that will have your jaw dropping. Some collectors have paid as much as $60,000 for a 1973 Liberty half-dollar in exceptional condition or with a unique mint error. That's right, $60,000 for a single coin, which is mind-blowing when you consider it was originally worth just 50 cents. So, if you happen to find a 1973 Liberty half-dollar in your collection or come across one in your coin hunting, it's definitely worth taking a closer look. Check for signs of wear, and examine it carefully for any mint errors or unique features. If it's been well preserved, you might be holding on to a small fortune. And if it's a rare error coin, you could be looking at one of the most valuable finds in the world of numismatics. Last unique coin, we're diving into a coin that has fascinated collectors for decades, the U.S. Liberty half-dollar coin from 1971, minted in Denver with the D mint mark. This coin may not be as old as some of the iconic coins in American history, but it has gained significant attention in recent years due to its unique features and surprising value. Stick around until the end, because the price this coin could fetch today might just take you by surprise. First, let's take a step back in time and explore the historical context of the 1971 Liberty half-dollar. By this point, the half-dollar coin had been in circulation for over 50 years. The coin itself had undergone a few design changes over the years, but the 1971 issue still featured the classic Liberty design created by Adolph A. Weinman in 1916. This coin was minted during an era when half-dollars were still being used for everyday transactions, although, by the 1970s, their popularity was beginning to decline. In fact, half-dollar coins were slowly being phased out of everyday circulation in favor of smaller denominations, like the dollar bill. But despite the gradual decline in circulation, this coin still remains an important part of American numismatic history. On the obverse of the 1971 Liberty half-dollar, we see the iconic profile of Liberty. This design, known for its winged cap, symbolizes freedom and the pursuit of progress, two themes that have always been central to the American spirit. Surrounding the image of liberty are the words, "Liberty, in God we trust," and, of course, the year, 1971. This design, which has stood the test of time, continues to evoke a sense of pride and patriotism, making it one of the most popular and cherished designs in U.S. coinage. Flip the coin over, and you'll find the reverse, which features a stunning image of the bald eagle. The eagle is depicted with its wings spread wide, clutching an olive branch and arrows, representing the balance of peace and strength. Beneath the eagle, you'll find the words, "United States of America," and "half-dollar." If your coin has the D mint mark, this signifies that it was minted at the Denver Mint, one of the most historically significant coin production facilities in the United States. Now, let's get into the exciting part, the value of the 1971 D Liberty half-dollar. While this coin was minted in large numbers and circulated widely, its value has increased significantly over the years due to several factors. The key to its worth lies in the coin's condition. Coins that have been well preserved are much rarer and more valuable than those that have been circulated heavily. A 1971 Liberty half-dollar that is free from scratches, wear, or any signs of damage is considered a gem in the numismatic world. The better the condition, the more it's worth, but that's not the only thing that can increase the value of this coin. As with many other collectible coins, certain errors or unique characteristics can make a 1971 Liberty half-dollar worth much more than its face value. Mint errors are highly sought after by collectors. These include things like misaligned dies, double strikes, or off-center coins. These errors can turn a common coin into something extremely rare, and in some cases, they can drastically increase its value. If you come across a 1971 Liberty half-dollar with a mint error, you might just be sitting on a one-of-a-kind treasure. Now, you're probably wondering just how much a 1971 Liberty half-dollar could actually be worth. While a standard, circulated coin may only fetch a few dollars, the value skyrockets when the coin is in excellent or uncirculated condition. If you have a 1971 Liberty half-dollar that is in mint condition, you could be looking at a price tag that's several $100s, depending on the quality and rarity. However, there's something even more extraordinary about the 1971 Liberty half-dollar. For coins that are in exceptional condition or that feature rare mint errors, the price can soar to unbelievable heights. In fact, some 1971 Liberty half-dollars have sold for as much as $80,000. That's right, $80,000 for a single coin. This is the kind of value that most coin collectors dream of, and it's the kind of discovery that can turn an ordinary collection into an extraordinary one. So, if you have a 1971 Liberty half-dollar, now's the time to take a closer look at it. Check for any signs of wear, and if it's in mint condition, or even better, if it features a rare mint error, you could be holding onto a treasure worth far more than you ever imagined. Coins like these are not just valuable because of their rarity, they also tell the story of an important moment in U.S. history. The 1971 Liberty half-dollar is a piece of that history, and it holds significant value for anyone lucky enough to possess it. Thank you for joining me today as we explored the fascinating world of the 1971 Liberty half-dollar coin. If you enjoyed learning about this incredible coin and its surprising value, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the notification bell so you never miss an exciting coin discovery. Who knows, your next treasure could be hiding right in front of you. Happy collecting, and I'll see you next time.